Our modern picture of the atom, with its nucleus and electron clouds, wasn't discovered overnight. It was a scientific detective story lasting over a century, a journey of brilliant minds building on and dismantling each other's work. It begins in 1803 with John Dalton. He imagined atoms as simple, indivisible billiard balls. It was the first truly scientific atomic theory, but it wouldn't last. A century later, J.J. Thomson discovered the electron. Suddenly, atoms weren't indivisible. To explain this new particle, he proposed the plum pudding model, a sphere of positive charge with negative electrons dotted throughout. But then came Ernest Rutherford and his famous gold foil experiment. He fired tiny particles at a sheet of gold. Most passed straight through, but to his shock, some bounced back. This meant the atom wasn't a soft pudding. It was mostly empty space, with a tiny, dense, positively charged nucleus at its heart. Rutherford's model was a huge leap, but it had a fatal flaw. According to classical physics, his orbiting electrons should lose energy and spiral into the nucleus. Niels Bohr solved this by suggesting electrons were locked into specific energy levels, or shells. They could jump between shells, but couldn't exist in between. This explained the light spectra of hydrogen perfectly, but it failed for more complex atoms. So we arrive at today's quantum mechanical model. It tells us to forget fixed orbits. Electrons exist in fuzzy clouds of probability called orbitals. We can't pinpoint an electron's exact location, only the region where it's most likely to be found. From solid balls to probability clouds, the story of the atom is a powerful reminder that science is a process of constant refinement, where each wrong idea is a necessary step toward a deeper truth.